To our special series, Election Caravan. One of the key constituencies to watch this election season is that of Ahmednagar. Now, this constituency has seen some twists in its political atmosphere, with two influential families clashing for supremacy. Now, the BJP has fielded Suja Vikhe Patil, the son of Congress Legislative Party leader Radhakrishna Vikhe Patil. On the other hand, the Nationalist Congress Party has fielded local MLA Sangram Jagtap, who is the son of NCP MLC Arun Jagtap. CNBC-TV18's Archana Shukla talks to the voters in the constituency to get a sense of the key issues that will define the polling narrative in Ahmednagar.
Ahmednagar is turning out to be an interesting election fight this time. It's a family that's fighting as well as supporting each other, both from Congress and BJP. It's also one of the oldest towns here in Maharashtra. One of the towns where the entire sugarcane cooperative actually started. We thought to visit the city, find out from the people what really is on the minds when they would go to vote this time and what really is happening on ground. We came to this place called Mauli Shankul in Jhopadi Canteen Road. This is what it is called here locally, this region in the city of Ahmednagar, and I was told the tea here is very good. So I thought I'll sip on some tea and maybe chat up with a few people over here. भाई साहब, कुछ ग्रीन टी वगैरह मिलती है यहाँ पे, हमने सुना बड़ी अच्छी है, हमें पिलाएंगे? इसमें क्या तुलसी वगैरह भी डाला है? Quite interesting. आप लोग चाय नहीं पी रहे हैं? हो गया। चाय पी के हो गया। क्या आप लोग, आपका शहर तो बड़ा फेमस हो रहा है पूरे कंट्री में, बहुत माहौल यहाँ पे बन रहा है इलेक्शन का?
इलेक्शन का माहौल इसलिए बन रहा है, जब हम देश का ये सोचते हैं तब बीजेपी कांग्रेस ये होता है। हमारे यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा अलग है। कांग्रेस से बीजेपी में जो अभी उम्मीदवार हमारे गए हैं वो उनके पिताश्री कांग्रेस के महाराष्ट्र विधानसभा के विरोधी पक्ष नेता है। इसलिए पूरे महाराष्ट्र में, पूरे देश में हमारा ये जो अहमदनगर दक्षिण लोकसभा मतदार संघ है वो बहुत चर्चा उसकी हो रही है। कॉमेडी लग रहा है लोगों को। क्या क्या चल रहा है यहाँ पे? कॉमेडी चल रही है क्या? कॉमन लोगों का ले नहीं रहा है कोई कि मैं कौन सा पक्ष में जाऊँ, क्या करूँ, तो इसलिए चर्चा ही होगी।
जितना कुछ होना चाहिए था इंडस्ट्रियली या अदरवाइज डेवलपमेंट, वो नहीं हुआ है जितना हम एक्सपेक्ट करते। ये जो पुणे, औरंगाबाद या नासिक, ये सिटीज़ हमारे बाद में आके बहुत ज़्यादा डेवलप हुई है। वैसे ये शहर बहुत पुराना है, तो उस हिसाब से कुछ हुआ नहीं है। और ये जो अभी बात कर रहे थे कि कांग्रेस में से इधर आए, वैसे तो पूरे इंडिया में इट्स बीजेपी वर्सेस कांग्रेस या मोदी वर्सेस राहुल। हमारे यहाँ वैसा नहीं है। हमारे यहाँ पार्टी कौन सी पार्टी में किसी को मालूम नहीं है। ये फाइट है विखे वर्सेस जगताप।
यहाँ पे मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर, यहाँ पे ग्रेजुएट लड़के लड़कियाँ कंपनी में हेल्पर का जॉब कर रहे हैं। आप MIDC जाकर देखो तो और क्या बात करेंगे हम। यहाँ पे बाकी स्टूडेंट है जो आपसे बात करेंगे इस विषय पर।
किस तरह का यहाँ पर जॉब सिनेरियो, क्या पढ़ रहे हैं आप, अभी क्या करना चाहते हैं आगे?
मैं भी जर्नलिज्म का पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ। तो जब से ये अहमदनगर एरिया ऐसा है कि इधर जो भी अभी MP के लिए जो उम्मीदवार खड़े हैं उनके बड़े बड़े इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, ये एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट्स। तो प्रॉब्लम इज़ दैट कि हम लोग यहाँ पे पढ़ाई करते हैं, बड़ी बड़ी इंस्टीट्यूट्स है ये सब पॉलिटिशियंस की, दोनों की भी। और हमको जब जॉब की बात आती है तो हमको पुणे जाना पड़ता है।
जॉब के बारे में तो फिलहाल जो सिचुएशन है अभी, या इस शहर के बारे में या कहीं भी जगह जाओ तो जॉब की बहुत खतरनाक सिचुएशन है। यानी कि पहले तो जॉब की जो एडवर्टाइज निकलने चाहिए, यानी जो नौकर भर्ती आप बोलते हैं, तो वो होती नहीं। कभी कभी जहाँ एड पब्लिश होती है, लेकिन एड पब्लिश होने के बावजूद वो प्रक्रिया पूरी नहीं हो पाती। इसकी वजह से ये जो आपकी जो स्टूडेंट यानी कि जो क्वालिफाइड है वो भी बहुत सारे वैसे ही रह चुके हैं, तो बहुत बेकार हालत हो चुकी है।
लेट मी टेक सम मोर व्यूज फ्रॉम द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर हियर। आप लोग स्टूडेंट्स से पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, राइट? क्या आपको लगता है यहाँ पर जब आप अभी पढ़ाई करके बाहर निकलेंगे, नौकरी के प्रावधान क्या है यहाँ पर? कुछ अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं? आपको लगता है सरकार यहाँ पे नौजवानों के लिए कुछ अच्छा काम कर रही है?
नौजवानों के लिए काम कर रही है ऐसा मुझे तो नहीं लगता है, क्योंकि देश में ना मैं चौकीदार नाम का ट्रेंड शुरू है। लोग चौकीदार बनने के लिए तैयार है। लोगों के लिए जो 2 करोड़ रोजगार देने की बात कर रहा था, वो आज लोगों को है ना ट्रेंड में, मैं चौकीदार ट्रेंड में शामिल कर रहे हैं।
भाजपा जो है, अगर उनको हम चुन के लाएंगे, हम सबको पता है यहाँ पे कौन चुन के आने वाले, मोदी आने वाला चुन के, ये सबको पता है।
मुझे एक बात बताइए, आपके शहर की बात करते हैं, देश को छोड़ दीजिए, नौकरियां बनी हैं आपके शहर में?
नहीं, वो नहीं बनी।
आप वोट दो, लेकिन ये बात गलत है कि नरेंद्र मोदी को देख के वोट दो, क्योंकि नरेंद्र मोदी पंतप्रधान है, वो पंतप्रधान ही रहेंगे। और दूसरा अभी चेंज होगा तो वो भी पंतप्रधान ही रहेंगे, वो यहाँ पे आके काम नहीं करेंगे। यहाँ पे जो लोकल में हम अच्छा खासदार चुनेंगे वही काम करेंगे अहमदनगर में, और फिर उसके बाद ही अहमदनगर का विकास होगा।
मोदी वर्सेस राहुल या मोदी वर्सेस कोई और नहीं हो रही है ये निवडणूक। मोदी विरुद्ध आम जनता और गरीब जनता इनके बीच हो रही है। इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि आम जनता ही जीत जाएगी। लोकतंत्र में आज तक का भारतीय नागरिक इतना मजबूत है और होशियार है कि उन्होंने जब उन पर प्रॉब्लम बिताए तो उन्होंने सही मार्ग निकाला है।
तो आप कह रहे हैं यहाँ पर मोदी वर्सेस राहुल या बीजेपी वर्सेस कांग्रेस नहीं है?
नहीं है, तो वो आम आदमी विरुद्ध मोदी है। लोग मोदी को हार देंगे, आम आदमी जीतेगा।
आम आदमी, कॉमन मैन की जीत होगी। वेल, दैट्स अ वेरी गुड नोट टू end this discussion on. The young friend here says there is intelligent enough to figure out who's working for them and who's not working for them, and according to him it is a fight between the existing government versus the common man, and if that is his personal view, whether BJP comes to power or not. But let me just sum it up for you. The biggest issues in Ahmednagar that we came across was one biggest, and that is of job creation. There are no local jobs. Migration is a big problem. There are lots of educational institutions here giving higher education and degrees to students, but no jobs. And possibly, at least for the younger crowd here, that will be the biggest issue that will be on their minds before they go to vote. But obviously, this will be a constituency to watch out for the very, very interesting turns as far as candidature nominations are concerned from this city. With camera person Bharat Kori, this is Archana Shukla for CNBC-TV18.
Right, so that's Ahmednagar, one of the many battlegrounds brewing before the Lok Sabha elections that are just around the corner. But moving on to tech, where WhatsApp has launched a new fact-checking service to curb the circulation of fake news on its platform. And this comes days before, barely a week before the country goes to polls. Megha joins us now with all the details from there. Megha, so what do I need to do to get this service on my phone?
Well, as you said, ahead of elections, Facebook backed WhatsApp, a messaging platform that has been infamous in the past for fake news, has decided to mend ways. The platform has launched a new fact-checking service in India that will let users forward messages to checkpoint tip line number, which will help users verify if the message that they have received is true or not. All you have to do is add this number that is probably flashing on your screen as we speak to your contact list and forward this message in question on WhatsApp. Once assessed, these messages will be marked as true, false, misleading or disputed. For this fact-checking service, WhatsApp has partnered with a Delhi-based media startup called Proto. WhatsApp has set up similar services for fact-checking in the past to combat misinformation during elections in France and Mexico with organizations like Midan and Dig Deeper Media, both of whom will also help Proto develop their verification and research frameworks for India. As of now, Proto's verification center can support 5 languages: English, Hindi, Telugu, Bengali and Malayalam, and can review rumors in the form of pictures, video links and of course text. But here's the question: what is the turnaround time for this service provided by Proto? May I add that it has been more than an hour since I sent a message and I have not got a response yet. So here's the big concern. We're just 1 week away from elections. How is WhatsApp going to reach out to users to educate them about this service? That's point number 1. Second, will WhatsApp be able to scale this at an effective pace? This service needs to be on top of its game when it comes to responding to queries with speed and accuracy. So lots of landmines, but at least it's a start. The checkpoint tip line is just one of the updates that WhatsApp has made in the past 24 hours. Going forward, the messaging platform will let users decide whether they want to get added to a group or not. You can do this by going to your privacy settings. I haven't received that update yet. I'm on an Android platform right now, but I'm keeping an eye out.
Right, Megha, absolutely. So an important development there. But like Megha said, there's still a considerable lag in terms of response. So probably if that gets ironed out, it will be a good tool to have on WhatsApp as far as that battle against fake news is concerned. But staying with the political spectrum, where parties are looking to woo entrepreneurs in the country with tax holidays as well as other benefits. And as part of our Voters Corner segment, Mugdha Varia spoke to several entrepreneurs in Bengaluru, the capital for startups in the country, on what they want from the next government. The demands center around making the process easier for entrepreneurs and ensuring that benefits become a ground reality. Take a look.
In the Silicon Valley of India, we decided to ask startup founders and entrepreneurs about what issues they will look at when they go in to vote. We've come to co-working space WeWork to catch some of them here. Let's go.
As a first-time startup, I feel that, the processes need to be faster, they need to be much easier for us, and it should kind of aid us to have a startup up and running in a very short time.
There has been a lot of changes to the definition of startup and how the regulatory affairs work with startups. But on a practical side of it, the changes that have come in might not reflect when a startup practically has to go and get their incentives or get their registrations done. So if the government can work towards the practicality of solving the situation, more than just the textbook and the legal aspect of it, I think it'll be very helpful to startups.
On the notification side, obviously there's been a lot of, clarifications that have come in and that the government has talked about. But in practice, not just with the angel tax issue, but with many others, when you actually try to deal with it with bureaucracy and, people on the ground, it's not the same story at all. And more than the notification itself, it's the time and the cost of the compliance that really drives you crazy, because when you're making an investment, you're not sure. When in the lifetime of the investment, you're not sure. And when you're exiting it, you're not sure.
First thing we wanted to understand is how, friendly is the government towards registering startups. And the UK and Singapore are great examples in that direction. I think a couple of things. One is definitely the ease of setting up, like Apurva mentioned. But I think also the benefits for startups for the country is absolutely important. And I think there's lots of work India can do and lots India can learn from the models of Singapore and the UK in that direction.
They've amended the definition of startup, but startups don't exactly know what that entitles them to. So it's one thing to know that you're a startup, but what are you entitled to being a startup? That's something that, people need to be made more aware about, and the various laws and notifications need to be harmonized so that it's easier for entrepreneurs.
All in all, clarity and ease of doing business are the fundamental asks of voters from the startup sector from the new government. In Bangalore, Mugdha Varia.